Brian, thank you for coming out here to tell me this yourself.
How do you feel?
Numb. Dizzy. First Barrett's missing, then he's alive, then he's declared dead. It's a little too hard to handle.
I think you're handling it real well.
Am I? You know, somewhere deep down inside of me, I guess I always knew he was dead. Or at least that I'd never see him again.
But you denied it so strongly.
Not to myself, not inside. Not for a long time now. Of course, at first he was only missing. He was a good soldier. The best. I didn't have to mourn then. Some of his friends were declared missing, some even more than once. But then it would rise up inside me, like a scream. What if he is dead? And I just put it aside. I'd shore up my hopes with reasons like a litany. Barrett can't be dead. He's too tough. He's too brave. He's too smart to die like other men. He's coming home. He's alive. He might even be back tomorrow. And then I could fall asleep. I remember one winter day I took Lady Grey out for a ride. And for some reason, something made me turn around and look back. And I saw only one set of hoof prints. Very cold feeling came over me, so I walked Lady Grey back, and I made another set beside the first. So I could look over the pasture and see two sets of footprints. But I knew it was a lie. Every day he'd grow dimmer. His laugh was harder to hear. And then, finally one day, I realized I couldn't see him at all anymore. And then he was gone. But it was easy because it was easier because he faded away rather than have someone come out here and tell me that Barrett's really dead.
I understand. You know, Ginny, I'm real glad I called my friend in intelligence. And I'm glad that I put everything else aside the last few days to try and find out the truth and to help you face it, whatever it might have turned out to be.
Even if the truth was that Barrett was still alive?
No matter what it was.
You know, there aren't many men who would do that.
There aren't many women worth doing it for.
I think you're being a lot more understanding about Barrett than I'm being about Yasmin.
No. Now, Barrett belongs to the past. And so will Yasmin once the annulment goes through. And then?
And then?
There won't be anything standing between us. No past memories, no present problems. There'll be nothing between us. I love you.
But I must tell you, I've never worked.
I'll tell you all you need to know over lunch. We'll order a couple steaks from the kitchen, one of our superb wines, and make ourselves comfy right here. Wish you could send a phone to obedience school. I'd better get it. Clipper Curtis.
Good afternoon, Curtis. Excuse me, it must still be morning in Houston.
You're calling from... Wait a minute. Yasmin, do me a favor, babe, and step outside for a minute. Business. But, don't go away.
All right.
I hope this is good, Hassine. This isn't exactly the best time.
I won't keep you long, Curtis. I have a few minutes to spend on you since I have a plane to catch for Houston.
Houston? Well, well, well. On behalf of our fair city, to what do we owe this great honor?
I have some loose ends to tie up, Curtis. You being one of them. And your tape, that is. I'm prepared to purchase it from you, Curtis. For $1 million in American currency.
Purchase it? For $1 million? Come on, Hassine. You know it's worth a hell of a lot more than a... Well, all right, sure. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. And this baby's been in the bush for way too long.
Good. Then I shall see you as soon as I get to Houston, Curtis.
Yeah, I think $1 million ought to do it. What are you going to do now, Clipper? Now that you've got your hand on the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Oh, I think I'll just have lunch with the princess at the top of the world for openers. All right, princess. I'm ready to have lunch with you. Princess? Yasmin! Ah, well, Clipper, you can't have it all. The lady got tired of waiting. Hell, even if she got mad, so what? You can make it up to her later. And if you don't, no sweat. Because no broad's worth $1 million.
You know, if I leave now, I just might be able to get some work done.
You mean that you put all that work off just for me?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can't complain then, can I?
Well, you could try.
Well, I don't think it would do me much good, right?
Hey.
Oh, wait 1 second and I'll walk you to the chopper, okay?
Okie doke.
Hello?
Jenny girl, is that you?
Hi, Dad. Yes, it is.
Well, I got a chance to talk to that journalist, that Carrington fellow, after his debriefing, and
I know. About Barrett.
Well, I'm
sorry, baby. Nobody but Barrett could have organized that escape. He was a brave man, Jenny.
I know.
And he saw his duty and he did it right to the end.
I just wish he hadn't...
Well, we don't choose our duty any more than we choose our family. Barrett was lucky. He knew what his duty was, and he had the guts to carry it out.
I know. I know. Dad, can you hold on, please?
I'll go now. Call you later. Bye.
I'm sorry, Dad. Where were we?
Well,
In the present, I hope. And who was that just now? Oh, or isn't a father supposed to ask a question like that anymore?
Of course you can ask. It was a friend of mine, Ryan Connor. He's the one who came to tell me the news about Barrett.
Friend, eh? Well, it's good to have friends and family around at a time like this. You should unbend a little, Jenny. Let yourself lean against them for a little while. Let them help you find a little peace in this world, as I hope Barrett has in his. Well, I suppose it's better knowing than not.
You've been waiting for quite a while.
Yes, find the idiots. But don't you worry about Steve and me, Dad. We're going to be just fine.
I know you will, honey. You're not the first woman in this family, or the Marshalls either, to lose your man and have to wait for years to find out. You've done your duty, Virginia, and I'm proud of you, as I'm proud of Barrett, and just as I hope I'm going to be when it comes to your brother Jeb.
Oh, did you check on Jeb then, Dad?
Well, I had to pull a few strings, of course, but yes, I did. Spoke to his CO myself. And, well, I don't think it's been very easy for him, but I don't think that he was looking for something easy. But they're shaping him up, and it seems like he's going to be all right. In fact, his CO said that Jeb looked kind of like officer material to him. If he keeps this up, he might want to go to officer candidate school when he's done with basic.
Would you like that?
You know I would.
Well, I guess someone has to keep up those family traditions, right?
Well, his sister's done a very credible job of that, you know.
Oh, thank you, Dad. That means a lot coming from you.
Well, I believe your brother'd say the same thing if he were here. And not down doing jumping jacks on the drill field. That's where he was, you know, when I put in that call a little while ago. Well, the Army never changes. They're probably doing those same damned calisthenics that I did at the point. And the DIs are probably calling out that same damn thing.
Oh, my feet are so sore. I can carry cake in the last mile. Oh, nobody. God, you wearing my boots? Oh, man, whose side is the sergeant on?
You get the notion he's trying to kill us all?
A couple more days like this, he's gonna have to find him some new boys.
You can't quit, Sam. You put your name on that little piece of paper.
I ain't gonna quit. I just hope they give you a decent burial if you die here and exercise. Get off it, Sam. You're starting to sound like a lousy hippie. Hey, is this all too much for you, baby? Come on, can't you play some rock and roll for us? Knock it off, Sandy. We're all in this together. Yeah, sure we are, except Dreamboat over there. He's still out on the road somewhere.
Well, Jeff signed up just like we did.
Hey, what's the matter, punk? You need a groupie to take care of you? Come on, play us something.
What is with you? Isn't this tough enough? Just back off. I want my stomach to settle down a little bit before mess call.
And take yourself outside for a walk. And keep your face out of my business. Come on, Frico. Ain't you got a nice, soothing song for us? Huh?
Well, I'll write one for you then, all right, pal? What makes life so rough is... There's just one hit, see? We're all stuck here in a squad with a son of a...
Oh, yeah! Hey, come on, Jeff! Now!
Get him now! Come on, miss him!
Go, Jeff! Get him! Get him! Stick him, Jeff! Get him! Go! Hey, way to go! I never thought you could put that guy away. Come on, Jeff.
Come on, hit him back, Jeff! Come on, Jeff! Hit him! Jeff, let's go!
Stick him, get him! Go, Jeff! Come on! Hit him! Got him! Take him!
Oh, good going, Jeff! Maybe now that'll clear the air when Dumbo wakes up.
If he wakes up. Hey,
Are you okay?
Jeff!
Sergeant!
Hey, Sarge! Come on! Hey, come quick! Is something wrong with him, son?
Gorgeous day. I love it. Let's race, Max.
No.
What do you mean, no?
You don't much like that word, do you? No. It's hot. I want you to get that horse lathered like you did before. You do it again, it's going to be your last time, you hear?
I hear. It is kind of warm considering it's the middle of October. I think I'll just take off my jacket. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Mine? Hell no. You can take your shirt off, too, for all I care.
I wonder what you'd think if I did. Nah, you wouldn't be interested. You're too hung up on Ginny Marshall.
You got some strange ideas, woman. Where'd you get that one from?
From you. I saw your face when you heard that Barrett Marshall might still be alive. And I can tell by the way you act towards me. You don't like me at all, do you?
Never said you weren't sharp. And real beauty besides. Yeah, man, I'd have to be deaf and blind not to see that. But then...
But what?
You see, that's what I mean. You can't even wait for a man to finish getting the words out of his mouth. You're spoiled as hell.
And you're boring as hell.
Well, thank you for the compliment.
And dance, too.
Well, you just can't stop saying sweet stuff about me, can you? Well, I appreciate it, but you're gonna have to do a lot better than that if you want to get somewhere with me. Hell, I've been walked, stomped, stabbed, and run over. And one old boy at Bailey's grocery even tried biting my ear off. That's the kind of stuff you're up against if you want to try and make an impression on me.
Well, don't flatter yourself, honey. I'm not interested in impressing you. But if I were, I can see it would take a lot more than just words to do it.
Well, now, what did you have in mind?
How about a baseball bat between your ears?
Woo! You just can't let me be, can you? Now you're mad because you're not getting any place.
Just wonder what Ginny Marshall has to do to get some place with you.
You leave Jenny out of this. Just let it go.
Why?
Because I said so. Now, look, let's stop over here and give the horses a break.
I don't want to stop.
John? John, you in here? Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay, I guess.
Hey, what's the matter with everybody around here anyway? I just saw Ginny out on the porch and she looked miserable too. Now you?
I don't know what's wrong with Jenny. She was just getting off the phone when I came in. She left the coffee for me, though. Do you want some?
Yeah. Just stay there. I know where the cups are by now.
Well, I just wish everyone would stop staring at me. I know my face isn't pretty
Hey, now
right
hold
now.
it, hold it. I was just looking at you because I haven't seen you in a long time. And because I was hoping you were in the mood for some wonderful news. But if you're not in the mood for some wonderful
sorry. Sorry, really. Sure, tell me your good news.
All right, it's better. Now, you remember me telling you about my father?
Well, I remember that his name was Elliot Carrington, that he's a foreign correspondent, and you didn't know him very well because you were away from him so much. And that he died in Southeast Asia, right?
Wrong. That's what my great news is about. You ready for this? My father's still alive. You know, he was in a prison camp in Cambodia. That's why they couldn't find him. But he escaped. Now he's back in the United States and he's anxious to see me. Isn't that great? Hey, aren't you happy for me?
It's wonderful, Dennis. And yes, I am happy for you.
You don't look very happy to me.
Because I wish... Dennis, you don't know how lucky you are to have a second chance to tell your father how much you love him.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dawn. I didn't realize this would remind you of your father. Didn't realize it would remind you of anything else either. Look, I was just happy, you know? I mean, I wanted to share this with you, that's all.
And I'm sorry that I can't feel happier for you. It's just that lately I haven't felt much of anything except miserable. Do you want some more coffee?
No. No, what I want to do right now is hold you, Dawn, because I think you need to be held.
No.
You know, you're looking a little tired. Have you been getting enough sleep?
No. I get to bed early enough. But if I do get to sleep, I just keep waking up because I hear noises. I have bad dreams. I can't even close my eyes without being back there in the gallery locked up. Did the police...
No, the police haven't arrested anyone. But I'll tell you something. They're going to. And when they find him, they're going to lock him up.
I hope so. Or I may never sleep again. I keep wondering why he stopped. If he's still looking for me. Dennis.
Look, I'm going to hold you.
Dennis, please, no!
When? When can I hold you?
I don't know. Dennis, I can't help it.
I understand. But I want to hold you, and I can't help that. And I can't help feeling hurt when you push me away like that. I am trying to understand. But it hurts. It hurts.
It's all my fault.
No, it isn't. It isn't. Look, things are going to be all right. Look, I'm going to leave now. Get some rest.
Here you are, Rena. Marshall's old hunting cabin.
It's old, all right. Not very elegant, but I guess with a little money I can fix things up.
You are something, woman. But you ain't everything. Easy now. I ain't everything either. I'm just a man. And you're just a woman. Alone. Way out here, out of shouting distance of anybody else on earth.
Are you trying to threaten me, Max Decker? I guess if you are, if you touch me like you did that time out at the stable, I'll...
What? You don't have that baseball bat and I can run you down in 10 steps. No, I'm not threatening you. Now, see, nothing up my sleeves, nothing in my hands. I just thought, try to get ourselves up on a new foot. The way things are going, I rile you, you rile me, we both say things we don't mean.
Oh, you're the one who started it.
No, I didn't. You're the one that came back from Houston, strutting right off, trying to use your family connections to get me fired.
That's because you were so obnoxious.
You know, when that didn't work, you figured all your money and social position would scare the hell into me, make me toe your mark. But then that didn't work. Then you tried flattery. Well, it made me blush a little bit, but then that didn't work either. Then you started talking about getting violent, baseball bats, woo! Enough to scare a man half to death. And what are you acting like that for?
I'm sorry, Max. I wouldn't have done all those things if you'd acted like a normal man. But the way you are, a woman has to resort to all of those things. I mean, you are so mean, so hard to get along with. Yes. It's been very hard to get along. Now, you could be a lot nicer to me, Max Decker.
You'd try anything to wrap me around your little finger, wouldn't you? Even sex.
Oh, we both know that that won't work on the great and pure Max Decker.
Oh, that's where you're wrong. That'll work faster than anything.
How curious. I wonder why.
You know why. Because no matter what else you might say about me, somewhere in that little stone heart of yours, you know I'm a man.
Are you? I wonder just how much of a man you really are.
Man enough. You know, there's no way you're gonna hog-tie me and carry me off to the smokehouse, that's for sure, no matter what you try. Of course, you could try sex a little longer. I didn't give you much of a chance to strut your stuff.
Thanks, honey, but no thanks, because I don't think you're man enough for me, although you're probably enough for Jenny Marshall.
Well, you ain't half the woman Jenny Marshall is. And if you think you're following in her tracks, honey, you're never gonna be able to fill that woman's shoes, not until... until you get yourself under control. And that's good. That's real good. Now, you ain't bad. If a man ain't used to much.
You...
What? Cat got your tongue?
I've had about as much from your mouth as I'm going to take. Now, I'm going back to the ranch, and I don't give a damn whether you come with me or not.
Wait up, you crazy woman. You don't even know the way back.
Come in.
Easier to say you're going to leave than it is to actually do it, you know? Well, I was just about to go back to the ranch. I was going to leave the hospital.
So you came by to say goodbye?
No. I came by to see if you changed your mind. Please tell me you have, Kevin. Because if you have, I'll stay. I'll stay.
Oh, Courtney.
That's not an answer.
Oh, listen to me, Courtney. You're going to see this as a rejection, perhaps, but it isn't. It isn't, believe me. I only want what's best for you.
Is it what you want or what my grandmother wants?
Does it make any difference? We both want what's best for you. Don't you think she does?
Oh, sure she does. In her own way. But that's her way, Kevin, not mine. All she's looking at is how things look on the surface. The scandal of her granddaughter carrying on with a married man.
Don't you think that's important? Don't you think that matters?
I'm just saying what matters is... What's important, Kevin, is the way that you and I feel. And I don't feel like I've done anything wrong. And you don't feel old, do you?
No, when I'm with you, I feel like... Well, we both know how we feel. Courtney, it's just that your grandmother... Well, she wants us to test those feelings.
I don't need to have them tested!
Courtney, the divorce will be through in a few months. It really isn't that long. And in the meantime...
I'll be miserable away from you.
Courtney, please try to understand it. It's better to be... Well, it's better to spend a few miserable months, I suppose, than make a terrible mistake.
It's not a mistake.
It could be. It could warp years. It You could spoil your entire life.
I don't care.
I do. Please understand that. I do care. Now, I feel young, yes, of course. But I'm old enough to know how important your future happiness is. And I'm strong enough to see to it that you damn well get it. Courtney, please understand. My desire to be with you is strong. The only thing stronger than that is my desire to see you happy. With me or without me, one way or the other.
I can't be happy without you. Why do I feel like we've said this before?
Courtney, please. Please, we've been through this. Please understand now. And remember that you've already promised to go back to the ranch, okay?
Okay. I'll go back. For a while because you asked me to. But I don't consider the issue closed at all, Kevin. Because if you ever change your mind... I love you. I love you. I always will.
I love you, Courtney.
Hi, Terry. Just wanted you to know I'm back. Look, could you call Yasmin for me and ask her to come by? Thanks.
Oh, wait, Ryan. Yasmin was just here a little while ago, and she left you these.
What are they?
The signed annulment petition papers. The ones you wanted me to help you with at dinner, remember?
Remember? How could I forget? Whew. I'm gonna be so relieved when this whole episode is over. You know, I hate to admit it, but I think I almost got in over my head this time, you know?
You mean marrying Yasmin?
Mm-hmm. Except I still don't know how else I could have gotten her out of tank here. But when this is out of the way, I can just get on with my life. Hey, I want to thank you for helping me out at dinner the other night. This way, with the annulment, well, Yasmin will be safe. With no greater damage than, well, maybe some temporarily hurt feelings, but that's all.
Sorry, Ryan, but there have already been some other side effects. Some consequences you hadn't anticipated.
Like what?
Well, like Yasmin losing confidence in you.
What do you mean? She knows she can turn to me for anything.
Wait a minute. Make that past tense. She used to turn to you. But in fact, she came to you a couple times recently for advice, and you were out, you weren't available, you were too busy, you were involved elsewhere. So she did exactly what you'd expect her to do. She's turned to someone else for guidance.
Come on, Terry, who could she turn to? She doesn't even know anyone here in Houston.
Doesn't she?
No.
Try Justin Marshall.
Justin?
Right.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Look, Terry, what was she going to ask him about, do you know?
Well, I'm not sure, but from the little she said, I think it has something to do with a scheme on Justin's part to find her father's killer.
The walls have ears.
I know it was like that in our palace, too.
Was it like that at the top of the World Club?
Clipper Curtis's office?
Well, let's just say that he got a phone call and he asked me to leave the room.
Of course you did, but of course you left the door open.
Oh, but of course, just a little bit. Just enough to hear something about Houston and $1 million. That's all I heard.
That's enough. We got him. I was right in guessing that Clipper Curtis had taped something incriminating about Colonel Hassan. And now Hassan is on his way to Houston to buy that tape. Clipper Curtis now is going to retrieve it and fetch it for him like the good dog he is so that he can collect that $1 million. Good work.
Yes, but it's not over yet. We still don't know where the tape is. We don't know when Hassan will come. We just don't know.
No, we don't know everything yet. But you know others who could find out for us. Do you know anyone in Tangier that you could call to find out exactly when Hassan is leaving the country?
I suppose I could. But what if he sends an agent in his place?
Honey. Princess. Do you mind if I call you, honey?
No.
Well then, think of this for a minute. If somebody offered you a tape of you sitting there plotting murder, would you send an agent to pick it up for you?
Of course not. I would send it myself.
And so will Hassan. He'll be here soon. I know it. Call. Find out what you can. A TV star may already be en route.
Damn. Look, Terry, I want you to call Justin for me. Tell him I want to see him after work today, and don't take no for an answer.
Right. I'll do it now.
And have him come here, and get a hold of Yasmin for me. Tell her to wait for me at your apartment. I don't want her doing anything stupid or crazy.
Right.
Hey, baby. If you're trying to reach me, I'm here. And in case you haven't noticed, it's quitting time, happy hour. So grab this, and let's go get some happy.
Clipper, I can't. Ryan just got back to the office. I've got a stack of phone calls to make, and I think I'm going to be working late.
Hey, come on. You can't spend 24 hours a day behind your desk. I mean, after all, you and me have got some wedding plans to make. Come on, Tare, one drink. Then I'll let you put that pretty little nose of yours back to the grindstone, I promise.
Well, all right. But I have to make one phone call, okay?
That's my girl.
Yes, Justin Marshall, please. Mr. Wheeler's office calling. Busy? I'll hold, thank you. This line's busy.
That's okay. I'll wait.
Yes, operator, I'm still holding.
Yeah? Me too.
You were right. Hassan just left the ministry office a short while ago. There still isn't any record of him being on the morning flight to the States.
Maybe he's using a government plane, traveling with an assumed identity, false passports. I still think he will be on that early flight that arrives this evening. Do you think that you could arrange to be there with Curtis at that time?
He invited me to lunch, but I left when the phone call came. I don't know, Justin. He could be suspicious. He could even be angry with me.
Yes, man. I just want you to wear something delicious, something sexy. And that clown's suspicion will melt right along with his anger. He will not throw you out of his office this time. The only time Clipper Curtis will leave his office will be to pick up that $1 million that he's been promised by Hassan. And I want you to be there when he makes contact with Hassan. Hello, Justin Marshall. Yes, Terry. What can I do for you? Well, sure, that's no problem. I'll wait for Ryan Connor. I'll wait in my office till he gets here. He wants me to meet him at his office? No, that's Wheeler's territory. You tell him I'll meet him on neutral ground. How about the top of the world bar in, say, an hour? Right. Yasmin, just for the record, you didn't happen to tell Ryan Connor anything about our little plan, did you?
No, I didn't tell him anything.
Then he doesn't know anything, huh? Good. Good. Because I wouldn't want him to be able to tell anyone so that anyone or anything could stop us, right?
I don't think anyone or anything would stop this, even if they tried. Do you?
You're all right, Princess.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Texas.